Emily Richett, and you're watching Amplify.
So back in 2013, I lost like everything. Partnership that was a business that was generating $500,000 a month, and a girlfriend that that I was very deeply connected to, and I lost it all, and I ended up going back home to Pennsylvania. So I moved to San Diego in 2011, and 2013, fast forward a little bit, I ended up back at home because I lost it all. And I woke up one night and I had this thought that when I woke up, which was do what you know works, and that was to promote other people's stuff as an affiliate, okay, like ClickFunnels, and service people who need help with funnels and marketing and advertising, right? I built a site within 3 days, launched that website, okay, go to turn on the ads, and the site was completely shut down. I'm pulling up the website, like typing it in, I'm like, blank. What is going on? Blank.
You had like a domain mix-up. What happened?
Yeah, no, it was blank. So the server, I hit up my server company, and I was like, hey, what is going on with my website? Mm-hmm. And they were like, sorry, if you didn't do an update within the last 2 weeks, everything's gone. So I had to go back and rebuild it again. Like, I had such a strong urge within me to rebuild that site. So we sat down again for 3 more days, and my brother and I, we banged it out. But this time it was better because, whenever you do something twice, usually it's better. So that's what happened. And we launched it, and I started running ads for just $15 a day because that's all I had at the time, right? I lost $500,000 a month business. I lost everything at that time. I started with $15 a day on search traffic, which was Google at the time. And we started getting people to hit us up with phone calls and requesting quotes, and we had people start buying the stuff that we're promoting as an affiliate. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's what got me back. Like, that's what brought me back up to speed. Yeah. Within 30 days, I was making $10,000 a month, and I was able to move back to San Diego, which is where I now live. Yeah.
Tell us about your business. Like, if someone's like, what do you do? What's your business? What do you do?
So we're Perfect Funnel System, and Perfect Funnel System is all about the process. It's our proprietary process of capturing leads, converting sales, and creating a tribe of raving fans. So I'm in the business of helping other people capture leads, convert sales, and create a tribe of raving fans. Yes, lead gen is awesome. Yes, converting sales is cool. But like what I found over the years is like what we're really after, and what even the big brands are after, is creating a tribe of raving fans, like loyal raving fans who love their brand, right? Think about Apple, think about the big brands, like they focus on that, right? So I bring that to the table of experts and other people that we serve.
Take us back to one of your lowest points in life that has made a really big impact in how you do business today.
So back in 2003, I woke up with 3 doctors rushing to my bedside, and they were singing, "He's alive. He's alive, he's alive," 3 times. And the doctor rushed over to my bedside, and he leaned in and he said, "Son, you're a living miracle. In my 30 years being a doctor, I've never seen anyone with your severe condition live, yet alone be able to comprehend what I'm saying. Your blood alcohol level is 0.39 and 0.4 was dead." So that guy actually called my parents the night before and said, "I'm sorry to say, but your son's going to either die or be brain dead for life." Like, that was the diagnosis the night before, right? When I woke up, the reason why they were singing is because they didn't expect me to wake up. And at that moment, I realized that my life was spared for a reason. But at that time, I had no idea what it was, right? It was 2003. I was in college. I was figuring it out, right? And then I went on a journey to figure out what that was. It took me about 2 years to figure it out. But I was pressing in, like I was reading books, and I was, going to events, and I was like really pressing in to figure out like, why am I here, right? And then eventually I figured it out. It was to share my story with the world and help other people share their story. That was 2005 that I got that revelation, if you will.
And now we fast forward to today. You're winning 8-figure awards, multiple. What are some of the tactics that help you get from near death to building and then rebuilding really successful businesses?
Yeah, so I think the biggest key factor is eradicating 2 deadly invisible forces. I talk about eradicating these 2 forces, which is number 1, shiny object syndrome, which is very easy to do because there's new offers, there's new marketers, there's new things on the market. So shiny object syndrome is like one of those things that we have to avoid, like we have to kill it. And the other thing is lone wolfing it. So I go back to my story when I started. I had made $750 in my first 7 days of being online. I got an email that said, "You made a sale." And I was like, $750. I was like, "Oh my God, that's amazing." But I had no idea how it happened. And so I bought more courses and bought more courses. And I'm like, this is silly. Like, I have a second-degree black belt in Taekwondo. And being a second-degree black belt in Taekwondo, I had a sensei. right? So I was like, okay, like it clicked for me. Like the fastest path to success is to hire a coach or a mentor who's already successful. So I found this guy. He had multiple six figures a month in his business, beautiful family, lives in Australia, like able to travel the world. And he like fired his boss, quit his job, and I like just loved his lifestyle ultimately. And the fact that he was able to travel, spend time with his wife, spend time with his kids, 6 kids, he's got a big family. And so I hired him, and then he taught me the ropes, which is amazing because then when I launched a campaign, like he literally taught me the ropes. He's like, you got to capture leads, you got to build a list, you got to follow up with that list. And so I did exactly what he told me to do. But I was in college and I was working on my master's degree. And as I was working on my master's degree, I launched the campaign. I remember it like it was yesterday. I spent $500 on ads on a credit card. Like I didn't even have the money in my account. I did a credit card. I was living on student loans. And what happened was it was a product launch. So they had to the cart had to open up. So I had to go days without seeing anything but leads coming in. But at the end of that weekend, I had made $20,000 in sales, which equated to $10,000 in commissions to me. So I spent $500, made $10,000. That set me on a path. That's when I was like, okay, I don't really have time for this master's degree right now. I'll come back and do that later maybe. Right. And then I jumped full time in my business.
All right, so shiny object syndrome and don't be a lone wolf.
That's right.
Those are your big takeaways. And where can we find you if we want to learn more about your work?
Yeah, so perfectfunnelsystem.com. Perfectfunnelsystem.com is a great place.